Hello everyone, Marvel DC Extension Wrestlers here, and today, guys, my thoughts on The Flash Season 8, Episode 17, titled Keep It Dark. And this episode was really bad. Let's talk about it. This might actually be the worst episode of the season. Even worse than Episode 3, because at least Episode 3 kinda continued the story. Didn't continue the story in a terrible way. Yeah. And same with Into the Still Force, except that episode was pointless. Because I don't care about the time sickness anymore. It's a very frustrating storyline, etc. Now, this episode is a bloody mess. Okay, so let's talk about the cons. Okay, let's talk about why the Allegro episodes never work. This happened in season 7, and it's happening this season. A lot of people clearly did not like this episode. People are saying it's better than last season's Allegro episode, but here's the thing. They always have a very stupid excuse as to why Barry is not in the episode. Okay, so last season he went on vacation, he went to, he just went on vacation with Iris. And in this one, he just went off the grid to talk to a speedster. Those are very lazy and bad excuses as to why Barry is not in the episode. Here are better ideas. Say maybe Barry was out fighting crime and he got destroyed. Like he has a lot of broken bones. He can't walk or even run, so he has to be obviously from home for a while, or he's maybe he's pushing the head so hard it broke his skull, or who knows, maybe Barry Allen was killed in one of them and Team Flash has to fight without him. These are way better reasons as to why Barry should not even be in an episode, because it's relatable and understandable. Barry gets killed, well, Team Flash has to then deal with any crime on their own without the Flash. So that makes sense. I think all of us can agree, if Barry died and Team Flash has to move on, it would make more sense and more relatable as to why we have an Allegro-centric episode. But in this case, no. This one does not make sense. Barry just goes out to fight Eobard Thawne. Let's just get to Eobard Thawne right away. I'm done with this character. I am. Next week, since the Eobard Thawne is coming back. Why? Just why? When I was thinking about this episode today, I was wondering, why not Dr. Pete Anderson? Porch Stick Pete. Yeah, that's what they call Pete Anderson from The Walking Dead. Why not have him as the villain for this graphic novel? Think about it. Pete is a surgeon, and Barry Allen is a CSI. Pete works with doctors and in the hospital. Barry works with the police and is a superhero. That's an interesting concept right there. Pete, they're both good people and are very good because they help and save people. But there's a difference. Pete is abusive to his family, while Barry is the Flash. Why not have Pete as the villain? It makes more sense. It's more of a direct opposite parallel. They're almost the same, except it's almost like a mirror image. I'd rather have Pete be the villain of this graphic novel than Reverse Flash. I'm just done with Reverse Flash's character. And also, I'm just going to say, the fact that he's on Lian Yu in a human prison cell, I'm not sure if he still has the ability of manipulating the timeline, but knowing how he had that ability, even with Cicada's dagger and being in a meta-damaging cell, I'm pretty sure he is the villain that you just want to make sure that he's in a meta cell where if for some reason he somehow escapes, Team Flash gets the alert, because judging from set photos, Dawn will escape and Team Flash will not know about it. Great plan, Barry. Great plan. I bet what is going to happen is going to destroy your entire life and family. We also get the introduction to Mina Dewan in this episode. Now, I just stopped watching this episode about early on. I didn't even get to Mina Dewan other than Barry just investigating. I didn't even watch the Dawn scene. Okay. Now let's talk about the Iranian gang. The Iranian gang are basically season 6 villains who now their timeline makes no sense. Okay, so Sunshine apparently was in the military, I remember. Because I remember seeing a picture of her being like in the military. So basically, she was part of the military, but obviously was discharged, but then she got metahuman powers. So when did she join the Iranians? Did she join it before the military? If so, why would the military recruit someone who's been part of a criminal gang? Or did she join after she got her powers? But you see what I mean? Her Sunshine's timeline now makes no sense. What about Dr. Light? Well, did we learn anything about Dr. Light in season 6? No, because there was no point to her character. Yet here, they're like, let's just put her in the Iranian gang. Why? I mean, I like Dr. Light in season 6, but not in this season. And the other one was Ultraviolet. When did Ultraviolet join the Iranian gang? During her time before Iron Heights or after she got her powers? If so, I don't know. But you see what I mean? Their now timeline makes no sense and they're so convoluted, and it's so convoluted to a point now that you just don't understand. Also, when did Team Flash have the ability of hiding the faces of their members who go out on the team? Like, Cabal Blue literally brings a picture of the Flash from episode 14 and shows it to Allegra and it's like, I mean, they're supposed to you, right? And then Allegra's like, no. None of the times. This season has so many flaws at this point that it's very inconsistent. I think it's still a good season. It's just so incredibly inconsistent. Like, Armageddon was really bad, and like halfway through Armageddon was really unwatchable. Deathstorm or Ghost Rider was awesome. Now we're going back to bad. I might actually straight up say this graphic novel might actually be worse than the Forces, because at least the Forces still did a unique storyline, still actually introduced more original characters and tried not to use Dawn at all. So I'd say the Forces is a much better storyline than this. So as for a grade, I really hate being negative on The Flash. It's one of my favorite shows, but sometimes I have to give this episode an O. Yeah, I know. Sorry, Flash. But what do you think of this episode? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Please let me know down below. And as always, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.